Guys, we're facing an epidemic of weak men. Men who wake up to immediately hop on Facebook to look at the one notification they got, knowing damn well it's nothing, or men that sit down scrolling on YouTube shorts for what feels like hours while taking their morning shit, only to realize that they're actually late to go to work. They barely have time to wash their faces and put their shoes on before getting to the car and finding out that they're actually late to work. Once they're off, they come back to the house, sit on the couch, scroll a little bit more on YouTube, and then jerk one off and then smoke a joint and start it all over again the next day. You know, the problem is, despite the constant mashing of pleasure buttons in the brain of these men, they're still unhappy and they're fully aware of the lack of control in their life. This sense of powerlessness, of course, stems from the deep-seated issues they never learned to cope with from their childhood, essentially making for adult babies that throw tantrums and can lose total control of their life because of a single consequence from one of their non-thought-through actions. Of course, fixing their childhood trauma isn't enough at this age. These men need more than cold showers and reading books daily. They need to gain power. And when I say power, I don't mean the tyrannical sense of the word, of course. But in this video, I'll help you gain the power to quit any addiction in your life. Guys, as a kid, I was a very fat, dormant child. I was really insecure. I was never invited to birthday parties. My friends hated me and they would always talk behind my back. I knew this because they would tell me or they would try to fight me almost weekly. It actually got so bad that when my mom gave me a chance to leave the school I was raised in from kindergarten, I didn't hesitate and in fact begged her to let me move, thinking I'll have a better time than in this school. But the problem is, the problems came rushing back to me since I never learned to cope or fix my issues, and I again was the least respected kid in class. It was in fact so bad that I had to move in 11th grade, and I did it one more time in 12th grade. You know by now I lived a life as a weak man, very weak, where I stood for nothing and I never tried to upset anyone, trying to make sure to keep everyone happy, all because I was too scared to fight with my friends or demand for my own respect and wanting to be liked and wanted by others. This of course transitioned into a more fully isolated state. By 9th grade I was totally addicted to League of Legends. Again, I found by mistake this game while I was skipping class from my new school with one of my old classmates. I think the reason I loved this game was so much was for the first time in my life I made my classmate look stupid and I looked good. I even tried making content for the game. It really was my life. And YouTube and all these sexy League of Legends players, DDVSNIB here, and I'm bringing you today the newest, strongest, sexiest League of Legends champion guide to get out of for champions that can get you out of feel of hell just because they're OP. So shall we start?
Are you lost? Have you tried everything you can and never succeeded to gain Elo? Have you lost hope in gaining the Elo that you've always deserved? Well, the answer is here, now with the exclusive one-of-a-kind champion, Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is one of the strongest champions in the game, with a crazy stupid early game with infinite harass and fucking annoying shield, and crazy stupid late game with the fucking greatest ultimate fucking ever!
When the game wasn't enough, I moved into junk food, then porn, then finally drugs, and now I'm addicted to my phone and TV. Now here are the 5 steps I'm going to try to take to regain control of my life and quit all my addictions. Let's start with step 1. I'll picture my why. In order for my plan to regain control of my life to work, I have to have a really strong why. I have to have a strong why before I know the how. This is the best way to get a wise plan and a perfect visualized picture. The way to get a perfect why is to picture the best life you could ever have within 5 to 10 years. How would your best life look like if you had no limitations, nothing could stop you? Picture that in your head right now. This is going to be the first step allowing us to regain control of our lives. It's to get a new why. Now that we have a why, we can move on and start with the plan, because we know the best life we want to live. Now we can write 10 goals we want to accomplish in the next 12 months. I learned this technique from Brian Tracy, an amazing motivational speaker who wrote over 40 books, I believe, in multiple languages. You're going to use the list of 10 goals you want to achieve in the next 12 months to get you excited and to create a weekly schedule. So sit down, look at the next year. What would you like to accomplish in the next year? If it was to get a perfect body, now you have to go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. If you wanted to make money online, now you have to create a YouTube channel in a certain good niche and spend an hour daily on it every single day. So let's move on to step 3, guys. Now we have a why and a plan. We're going to start executing. We're going to schedule our day from wake up to sleep and try to put 80% of our day towards accomplishing tasks that get us further and to our goals. Only allow 20% of our day to be left for our indulgences and to do activities that don't move you further. To be sure to complete 80% of your day, that means 13 hours of accomplishments during the day, and only allowing 3 to 4 hours of indulgence, and try to keep those at the end of the day. That way you have full control of your inhibitions. This is an important step because now you know the goals you want to accomplish, and all you have to do is start working on them. See if they actually align with your happy life. See if they align with your perfect life. And then we can move on to the final step, which is to actually recalibrate. So here is where we're gonna look at our prior week. If 80% of the week was spent on work and 20% on indulgence, you've done amazing. You can move on now. If not, try to work harder. If it was only 75-25, make sure you hit 80-20 and make sure you push harder next week. And either way, if you did hit your numbers or not, this is the step where you're going to reduce the number of times or the number of hours you're spending on indulgences, and you're going to reduce the time allowed for your inhibitions. And the reason is we do it weekly is now you're getting closer to your goals. You can stay and keep your indulgences away a little bit from you. Now you have a little bit of excitement. Now you have a little bit more of a habit building. You can slowly get away and get rid of your old addictions. And so the best way to do this is to maybe if you watch TV for an hour every day, you can do 50 minutes or 40 minutes a day next week. Or if you smoke a joint or two a day, or obviously you don't do that, you do probably more, 3 to 4 joints a day, you can reduce that to 2 to 3 or 1 to 2 joints a day. And now you're going to do that every single week. So you're going to recalibrate every week and reduce the time spent smoking or indulging in your big indulgences. Guys, this technique is super good because it allows you to create the clear picture that you want. And then it allows you to work towards it, and then it allows you to put and control your inhibitions, your addictions, by forcing them to stay at the end of the day, still happen, but they're at the end of the day. So this will allow you to have every week a little bit of progress, allowing you to get closer to the goal you've set in the end of the year. And the recalibration step you're going to use to readjust your goals, to make sure you recalibrate, do not fall back. If you ever do fall back, recalibrate, move forward again, no worries. Try again next time. And this plan, I believe, is going to work really hard. Now, I'm very interested in your opinions, guys. Go ahead, leave them down below. What do you think of this plan? Is this a possible plan for you? Would you be able to make it into an actionable plan? Please do leave a comment below. I'm very interested in your opinions. If you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I'm going to make a lot more content of this, give you a lot more advice, guys. Besides that, I appreciate you guys watching me, and I'll see you next time.